Hello and welcome back. This is Sherry with Heart and Soulful back in the studio today. I promise this is my last digital kit share for this week anyway. I think I'm caught up. So I have been working on learning, Adobe Illustrator and Photoshop and all that stuff and doing these digital kits. And so the last couple I've got it really, I think, figured out, something that I'm happy with. So I decided to go back and revisit the first two that I had done and kind of spruce those up. So what I ended up doing, this one is one that is already on the Etsy shop. It has been for a while. It's fresco finishes. There are 16 hand-painted designs. I just changed my thumbnail so that I can kind of be consistent going forward. And then, so I've printed it out. This is all the different papers. And then these were done on, some of them on book page and some of them on just half sheets because I did them with the gel press again, jelly plate. So I'm just gonna kind of flip through really quick. They're just really grungy backgrounds and I call them fresco finishes, again, because I was working on my vintage grunge journal and wanted some old plaster wall looking backgrounds. So that's what these are. Some of them you can actually see a little bit of book page through, but only on a couple of them. Otherwise, they're just water-stained, plaster-looking walls, different texture and different color, just for a variety. So hopefully for your grungy journaling, you'll have a nice variety of color and texture to play with. So same listing that was there. I just spruced it up. So this is what it looks like now. And it kind of coordinates with the vintage wallpaper one. So there's wallpaper pattern ones and then the plastery walls. Okay, now this one is going to be very similar to the listing that I already have that was based on the Bohemian Travel Journal. So I changed the name of the listing that was already there on my Etsy shop and changed it to, I think it's like Bohemian Journal Kit, because it is a kit that was made for this specific journal project. I used all my original papers in this one, the hand-painted papers. And I just, if I made a tag or something like that, I copied those and then made them available as little cutout things. So there's a lot more in the actual kit that was based on this project. But I thought some people might just want the papers themselves in a more usable size. When I did the journal kit, all those papers were hand painted on book page. So maybe not necessarily this book, but a similar size. So they're all a little bit smaller than a half sheet. And that's how they print out in that kit. So I thought it would be fun to do a separate paper pack that is just the papers, not all the little goodies, and scale it up to fit two designs per 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, just like I've done on the wallpaper one and this fresco finish one and the grunge papers one. So this one, I'll flip through it and let you see. This one is 18 hand-painted designs again. They'll print 2 on a 8.5 by 11 paper. So up here on this thumbnail, there will be all of the designs, but just a little sliver of them. So I wanted, in the Etsy listing, you'll be able to scroll through the photos and see each page just as it will print out. That was the other thing I didn't like about that first listing, is I have so much stuff in that one that I'm only allowed 10 photos. And so in order to show everything that's available in that kit, I had to do it different than this. So you'll be able to see the papers in this one, but then if you want to buy the kit, it will have a little bit smaller papers, but then all the other goodies. So this one is sold separately, and it's just the same papers, but larger scale. So I've scaled them up so that they're each 5.5 by 8.5, 2 per page. And I'll just go through each page here so that you can see. They were all hand painted on recycled book page. So some of them you do see the text through to the painting. And they were not done with the jelly plate. These were all hand painted. And actually even all the details and everything was like doodling at night and all kinds of stuff. So then I scanned them in. I loved how they turned out. They were really bright and bold. Again, I did these on the Epson premium presentation paper. And it really shows you how much the color can pop with all that, you know, detail and just bright color. So I'm really happy with how that turned out. And so I'm happy to be able to share them this way, which is different than the journal kit. So this way you can, you know, fold them in half and, you know, have a front and a back book cover, or, you know, just a signature, or cut them apart, however you want to use them. But there's just a nice variety of really bright, bold color. And I just thought this was a fun, different way to be able to share it with you. So that is it. I promise no more digital kits this week. I want to get to working on my second volume of my Vintage Grunge Journal. So I am uploading a coffee dyed video real quick when someone asked if I would do a demo. And then I am going to be getting started on, I think the next one will be the cover for volume 2 of the Bodhi Journal. So have a great rest of your day. Now go make something. Bye.